Hey guys, what's up? Austin here, aka Bowtie Guy 97. Today I'm going to answer a ton of questions that I've gotten. It's like the #1 question I get, and it's how I color matched my Silverado. You guys asked me what paint I used, how I did it, and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a whole video here and explain to you how I did it, what I used, and what all is done, so I can answer all those questions in a video and cover every topic, so that way y'all know. So, as you see here, you've got the bumpers color matched. You got the top piece, you got the bottom piece. The new body toe mirrors are color matched. The door handles are color matched. Now every piece that I'm talking about is originally black from the factory, and it's been painted the same color as the truck. So you've got the bed cap, the tailgate cap, this handle, the bumper steps, and that is what we have. That would basically essentially be a full color match, because there's nothing left that's black other than the grill, but that's silver in this case, or chrome, because I've got a chrome grill. So how I did it, it is not spray, it's not rattle canned, it's not duplicolor or whatever that you get from Advance. It is actually automotive finish. It's the same paint that was on the truck when I got the driver's side repainted. It's PPG's DBC Deltron line. It's not really something you can walk into a store and buy necessarily. It is automotive grade. It was 2-stage, which means you shoot a base coat and then you shoot a clear coat over top of it. So it's the same type of paint that's on the metal part of your vehicle, like from the factory, that kind of paint. So it's not cheap. And if you do it yourself, if you know how to do that, it's not going to be too bad. But if you have to pay somebody to do it, the same material that I have here, I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be pretty expensive. And the only reason that I was able to get it done is because that's kind of what I do, is my job. So that's why I was able to get that paint and get that done. But I'm not in any way saying that if you were to get the duplicolor match of the silver birch metallic and then maybe a can of clear coat, maybe you wouldn't get a good result out of it. This bow tie is the duplicolor's silver birch metallic, and then cleared over top of with a spray can of clear. And I mean, it's lasted pretty good, and it's decently close. It's just not as good as this. I don't really know what to tell y'all as far as where you could go to get that kind of paint, because I mean, I know that there's might be some places near where y'all are at that you could walk in and get that paint mixed up for you, but then you still have to take to somebody to get it painted with a paint booth, or it even has a paint gun, period. So it's kind of a dead end to a question of y'all's that I get, because I can't really, I give you the answer, but it doesn't help you out at all, because I know y'all want to know how to do it, but the way I did it's not really the normal way that people are able to do it. I mean, unless you're willing to spend the money to do it. How you do it though, if you are going to do it yourself and you have the way to do it, you got to take the mirrors off, the door handles have got to come out. You take off the interior panel here, and you got to reach up in there and unbolt that door handle and get those out and paint them. These pop off of the bumper, same as the front. They're held in with little pieces of plastic and tabs, and you pull them out of the bumper. This is held on by double-sided sticky tape and these bolts. Now, before I continue on, I want to talk about this bed cap. If you're going to use your truck, if you're planning to use your truck and you're going to color match it, know that you're going to mess it up. If you're going to use a truck is a truck, and if you just daily drive it, you may not have this issue, but I'm constantly throwing stuff in the back of this truck, and I have definitely messed up the top of it, and I've kind of touched it up. I got touch-up paint to try to keep it as best as I can, but I still use the truck, so I mess up the color match every once in a while. And I mean, I get rock chips in the front from being on the road, because I'm up and down the interstate a lot. The mirrors have held up pretty good, not had an issue with those yet. So know that if you are planning to color match and paint your bumpers and your door handles and your bed cap, that if you're gonna be driving it regularly, it's gonna more than likely get messed up. You're gonna get the chips, you're gonna get the scratches, the gouges. I mean, it's plastic too, It doesn't take much to nick and chip these pieces once they're painted. They're just plastic. It's not metal. So definitely keep that in mind before you go ahead and do that, if you're gonna shell out the money to have it done. If I was to guess, and I could be wrong. This is just my knowledge. If you were to take every piece that I have here on my truck, if you were to take it off and take it to somebody and say, paint this for me, just like I have done here, I would imagine that you're going to get charged anywhere between $500 to $1,000. And that, I know that's a wide range, but it depends on who you know. If you're taking it to a big body shop or a little body shop, this guy that does paint on the side. So, like I said, I hope this video answered some of your questions. I know it doesn't really help you much because I'm telling you that the way I did it's not the normal way that people do it. So I hope that answered y'all's questions. But as far as longevity, if you do spend that money and get it painted like this, it's held up great. It really has, other than the back. But that's because I'm in and out with it and sliding stuff in and I'm messing it up. I'm loading a four-wheeler up in there and the ramps slide across it. It gets messed up. But the bumper and the mirrors and everything else, they don't really have a chip in them yet. They've all held up really good. I just know it's coming. I live in Virginia. It's nice here, but we do get winters where we get rocks and salt thrown down, and I'm sure that's going to tear it up here in the winter. And that's okay because I know it's going to happen. So I guess the way that I would tell you to go about it, if you want to get it color matched, is find out the color of your truck, decide what pieces you want painted, and decide the route. Are you going to pay somebody to do it like this, or are you going to do the spray can method? And if you do, my recommendation to you is to take the pieces off, prep them very well. Try to get any type of silicone or any type of like Armor All stuff that you put on it, because that'll cause fisheyes in your paint. And once you've done all that, and there's other videos on YouTube too that'll show you how to prep a piece of plastic to paint it. Lay down your base coat, maybe 2 coats of paint if you're doing a spray can, and then get a spray can of clear and lay over it. Try to do it in a controlled environment, somewhere that's not very humid and is decently dry, not an area where a lot of contaminants can get into the paint. And if you were to do that, I would imagine that you're going to get a pretty decent result out of your color match, and it's probably going to look pretty good. So if you're going to do it that way, I would definitely recommend doing what I've said. Take your time, plan it out, decide what you're going to do, and cheaping out per se, I don't think is going to be your best route, because it's not going to look good. If you want it to look good, you have to spend a little bit of money. But I think you can achieve a good color matched look with a spray can. I really do. But I hope that answers y'all's questions today. I appreciate y'all watching. I have not forgot about the lift for this truck. The pieces are going next weekend to get powder coated, and I'm going to do a video on that. I'm supposed to drop them off Friday afternoon, evening after work. So I'll do a video of me taking the lift pieces down there, what pieces we're going to get powder coated, and then hopefully within 2 weeks we'll put the lift on the truck. So don't hold me to it. Don't kill me if it don't happen, but that's the plan. 2 weeks, get the lift on, and that's hopefully they can get the pieces done in that amount of time, and maybe by the second to last weekend of October get the lift put on and do a video for y'all. And I'm really excited to show y'all, and y'all see what happens here. So definitely stay tuned, like and subscribe, comment any more questions you have if I haven't answered them here. Check out the other videos on the channel. Take care, have a great day.